Madam Chair, just to add.
Okay lang yan, okay lang.
I'm not gonna fight with you over that, but that's completely inaccurate and untrue. Okay, Senator Bato, please.
Pagkuha ko lang kay Yusek na walang problema. Wala kang problema ito sa amin. Huwag ka mag-alala. Ang amin lang talaga is, nagulat lang kami sa Senado. Akap. Hindi namin nakita yan sa, kahit na ilang araw mo pag-aralan yung NEP, kahit ilang araw mo pag-aralan yung GAB, hanggang sa kwan, hindi mo talaga makita yan. Nagulat na lang kami ngayon na may ganyan pala. Ikaw nga, nagulat ka eh. Sa inyong departamento yan. Okay lang, pareho tayong nagulat ngayon.
A happy surprise, Senator Bato, Madam Chair. A happy surprise because it will help the disadvantaged at the end of the day.
Hindi, walang problema yan.
Hindi, okay lang yan.
Kung mapunta sa taong bayan yan, importante yan. Okay ako, walang problema. Yung nga lang, siguruhin ninyo ha, dahil ang PNP ngayon, nagbabantay na pag mag-release kayo, na babawasan na naman yung pera, ang 10,000, ibigay sa tao, tapos ibalik yung, bawiin yung 9,000, 1,000 lang maiwan doon sa tao. You hear that during our hearings, di ba?
Yes, Madam Chair, we are happy for the support of PNP to help us in those payment areas. Off-site payment areas po siya.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, dagdagan ko na lang. Dagdagan ko na lang
Senator JV,
yung pagka-surprise natin.
Mahal ko yung pamilya mo. Ang problema, wag mo ipagtatanggol yung hindi mo kaya ipagtanggol. Ayan, Senator
Madam Chair,
JV,
dagdagan ko na lang siguro yung surprise na ito. According to Infos, our Appropriations Chair of House, Saldico, said that 60 billion for the Akap program under the 2024 budget with 26.7 already lodged under DSWD. So 60 billion pa lang allocated dyan. So 26 billion pa lang nasa DSWD.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Risa, was that Attorney Jokno raising his hand? Parang nauna po kayo. Sige po.
Sen. Risa, may go ahead.
Just a quick addition dun sa point made by Sen. JV, Madam Chair, before Attorney Chel. Just to follow that, at mukhang unprogrammed funds yun, yung in-announce po nila sa press conference na yun. Just for the record, Madam Chair. Salamat po, Madam Chair. Salamat, Attorney
Pero
Chair.
ang bongga ng unprogrammed, nakadetalya na, 5 million per family. Ayos. Okay, Attorney Jokno, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think the most basic principle here is that a people's initiative must come from the people. And it's very relevant that we find out, for example, why was there a need for an advertisement in the first place? The advertisement is obviously intended to shape public opinion, pero kung galing naman sa taong bayan yung initiative, ba't pa kailangan gumastos ng 55 million pesos? Doon naman po sa point ng donors, very relevant yan. Dahil kailangan natin malaman, halimbawa, kung galing ba yan sa mga public officials o mga associated sa public officials. I overheard Mr. Oñate say earlier that he has been a political operator for 30 years. So naturally, the question must be answered, where did that money come from because of his past experience? Last point lang po, Madam Chair, is that if, as the COMELEC Chair says, the signature sheets are mere scraps of paper, then I see no administrative liability to their being returned to the signatories. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Risa, please.
Related dun sa second point ni Attorney Chel, maybe we should also invite the Anti-Money Laundering Council to the next hearing. Kasi mukhang milyong-milyong piso ang dali-daling palitan ng kamay dito. Ayaw pang pangalanan sino yung mga original na fellow donors ni Mr. Oñate. Tapos walang government agency na may alam, pati BIR na dapat mangongolekta, baka hindi lang ng isa, kundi dalawang donors tax, ay hindi po alam yung impormasyong iyon. So perhaps, Madam Chair, pwede pong imbitahin yung AMLAC to the next hearing. Salamat, Madam Chair.
Yes, we will consider that, and perhaps DBM as well, because this very mysterious insertion of a very large sum of money needs to be probed further. May I just following up on Senator Risa's request, urge that the committee secretary issue a second subpoena for the documents requested from Mr. Oñate, Gana, Abisado, etc., with regard to the TV ad, which I agree with Attorney Jokno should be entirely unnecessary if the initiative that was forwarded was indeed derived from the people. Also, I'd just like a quick clarification from Mr. Oñate. Mabilis lang po to. We were referred earlier for the organizational chart by Attorney Alex Abisado to a certain Attorney Red Tuason, since he is the one in charge of operations and organization. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, that's correct, Madam Chair.
So, what position does he have in PIRMA?
They know the list of regional coordinators and provincial coordinators of PIRMA. They are the ones that are in charge of the soldiers in the field.
So you work closely with Mr. Red Tuason and perhaps hired him in the past? Is that correct?
Yes, we talk every now and then.
I'm very confused, Mr. Oñate. During the last hearing in January 30, when I read out his name, you said very clearly that you did not know Attorney Red Tuason. Now, he is not only your employee, but a close collaborator and organizer of PIRMA. Can you please confirm or
yes,
deny?
Yes, because at that time we were in the process of getting people to help us in the field.
You are saying...
we
Attorney,
now have a spokesperson, we now have...
So Attorney Red Tuason was hired when? You did not know him in January 30, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I got to know him.
And he has become
2
your
weeks ago,
close collaborator since then?
Pardon me?
But since January 30, when you denied any knowledge or familiarity with Attorney Red Tuason, since then, you have become a close associate and organizer of this Attorney Tuason?
Yes, we text each other now. Because
So,
we
kakilala mo pa lang
are beefing up our ranks.
Nalilito po ako kasi humihingi si Senator Binay kanina ng organizational chart, which I assume wasn't made over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have an
Madam Chair, if I may, Attorney Red Tuason is closely working with the group of Attorney Alfredo Garbin. That's the connection, Your Honor. Unfortunately, Attorney Garbin
Yes,
is not
but
around.
does Mr. Oñate know Attorney Tuason or he doesn't know Attorney Tuason? That's all I need to understand. I mean, January 30, he never heard of him, and today he's a close associate.
Yeah, he was introduced to me about a week and a half ago.
And you organized PIRMA nationwide to undertake an entire people's initiative in the past week and a half. Is that correct?
Yes.
Past week and a
We
half.
are all
Madam Chair.
dumbfounded.
Samantalang tumatakbo na itong People's Initiative, Disyembre pa lang, nag-break na tayo. Break tayo, tapos ibig sabihin, nauna mo nang tumakbo bago nabuo yung magpapatakbo. Nauna yung carriage, ano yun, yung karwahe, nahuli yung kabayo. Parang gano'n ang nangyayari dito. Madam Chair.
Nakakalito nga eh.
Madam
Yes,
Chair, bago lang mawala ang Chair at Commissioners ng COMELEC, just for the record po.
Ay, hindi pa sila mawawala.
Okay
I think
po, Madam
mamaya
Chair.
pa ng konti.
Or if I, at least to follow up kung may feedback na po kina Commissioner Casquejo at Inting about responding to the first question. Bakit nagbago ang memory at posisyon ng COMELEC tungkol dun sa interpretation ng Santiago at saka yung pag-issue nila ng 10650, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, in the meantime, wala pa po. But with the kind indulgence of the Honorable Senator Risa Hontiveros, kung okay lang po, we'll just require these two commissioners to submit in writing the explanation on why there was a sudden turnaround as far as COMELEC Resolution 10650 is concerned.
Maraming salamat,
Immediately po.
Chair Garcia. Salamat, Madam
Thank you very
Chair.
much, Madam Chair.